Hi, I'm Elogene Otiede, and being a software developer who likes to code, do code reviews, and also work on exciting projects, I will be attempting the day 3 code practicing challenge with you. But before I get there, I just want to talk about modularity. Well, modularity is an approach, a software development approach, where the software or the program is further subdivided into smaller, separate components, most times called modules. These modules or components can be deployed individually and also maintained individually, managed individually, but most importantly, can be integrated as a whole to make up the software or the program. This approach is very beneficial when developing the software because it enhances maintainability. Modularity enables incorporation of new features and functions into a software. Imagine that you're trying to find the cause of an error and you're working on a fairly huge application. What if this application was divided into smaller components? And you can easily tell which of the components that is giving out this error. That would be an interesting experience as a software developer. In fact, it's an escape from a terrible nightmare. So, that being said, let's get into the code practice for today. In this challenge, we are being asked to remove list of colors on Keyup. Let's take a look at the instructions. We're given the following HTML here, and the task says remove the color lists with this ID on key up of space bar. The key up event will apply to the entire document. Okay, so that means the key up event should be added to the entire document. Now remember, we are simulating the user pressing space bar. And we have already taken care of that aspect of the code for you in the test code section, as usual. Now, here is the code space. I have right here a function taken in the document and then a test code, which is simulating the key up event and from the key code 32. The key code 32 is the space bar button. All right, so I think if I should put down my thoughts, I am meant to listen for an event and take, okay, I just have it above the function. That would enable us identify what the function does. So listen for an event, then removes list element or list from the container. Okay, as event action. Okay. All right. So in order to do so, I'm not going to do this anymore. But if I want to listen for an event, I'm just going to say document that add event listener key up. So well, the document is passing within this function, and I could just start from there. So listen for add event listener to document. And that would be document dot add event listener here key up. Then the function where the action goes into. The action is to remove the lists from the list of colors on Keyup. And the list of colors here, you can find here. These are the list of colors within the color list. So from what I understand, we are meant to take out the entire list from this container. Okay, so first would be to target the container. And by targeting the container, I'll be using the ID. So let's target the container, target the list container, then remove the list container from the container. Target the container. So that will be const container equals document dot get element by ID container. Okay, then const the next one, which is the list, will be document dot. There's no need to retype this. I'll just copy and paste to save time. And the ID is color dash list. Color dash list. Okay, so yeah, we have targeted the container and list. The next thing is to remove the list from the container. That can be done by saying container dot remove child list. Okay, I have reached the end of my thought process on this challenge. So let me check out what the test result would be. Like I would say, it's not finished until it is tested. Okay, so there is an error here. It says type error. Documented add event is not a function. Okay, so let me see. Documented add. Okay, add event listener. Okay, so that's, oh, I see. I see. There is a typo error. Type error. All right. So I'll run the code again to see what the results will be. Now on cut contain reference error, we have container is not defined. So I need to check that as well. There's also another type error here. It says container. Container. All right. So I think that fixes it. All right. All tests passed. Beautiful. So here's a lesson while coding, while typing your codes. Please ensure to cross-check for type errors, as that would largely influence the outcome of your code. So there were two errors, which had to do with typography from the add event listener and then this container right here. That is it for day 3 code practice with you. Thanks for joining me.